student-run theme this year. It is Story Laboratory, because reading gives you superpower. So let's get radioactive. Let's see. Test tube. Oh no, not radioactive. Radioactive. This is the month of March, you know. Oh no, I can't really hear about those. Let's change that around. How about our most important event this month is the Radioactive Readathon. Our school objective is to collectively read 180,000 minutes. Pop your eyes and make your jaw drop. Did she say 180,000 minutes? I did. So how are we going to do that? By reading 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. 30 minutes times 5, 150 minutes. Times 4 weeks in March, 600 minutes. Times all of you doing that, that's times 300, 180,000 minutes. You think we can do it? All right. I'm going to keep track of our progress by having a reading record. This is going to be in your packet today that you'll take home. Notice that there's a date on each one of the bookmarks, one for each week. So when you're filling it out, just match the date. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. You're going to record your minutes on there. You're going to have mom or dad sign it. The first week, cut off week 1, bring it in. After week 2, cut it off and bring it in. When you bring it in, we're going to add it all up. And you might have noticed our DNA strain out in the hallway. Did you notice that this morning? That is where we're going to record our progress. At the very bottom, we're going to have 10,000. And as we read by 10,000s, we're going to move a marker up our DNA strand to get us all at the top, which will be 180,000 minutes. All right? That's not all we're going to do. We have some other things going on this month. We have theme days. Thursdays are theme days. We have Neon Read-On Day. I'm wearing neon today. We would like you to try to wear some neon on our first theme day, and we're going to be passing out those glow necklaces. We also want you to wear your jeans on Super Reading Jeans Day. On Reading Reaction Day, we're going to see how quick your reaction time will be when you unexpectedly hear an announcement that says, stop, drop, and read. And on High Voltage Hair Day, we want you to style your hair in an electrifying way. What do you think? Can you do our theme days with us? And how about a little scientific investigation, my brainiacs? You notice we're putting reading and science together this month. So naturally, we want to do a science investigation. We're going to do one with the whole school. Everyone's going to be involved. When you do a scientific investigation, you have to follow a certain procedure. The first thing is, you must have a question that you want to investigate. Our question is, can hallway noise be further reduced here at Oakland? You know, we work on that a lot. We've had a lot of lessons with that, and it's part of our OAKS program. So we do a pretty good job, but we think it can get even better through investigating something. You have to make a hypothesis when you're a scientist. A hypothesis is a good guess, an educated guess, about what you think the answer to the question will be. Our hypothesis is that the hallway would be quieter if more students had a quiet activity to do at all times. So we have to pull everything together that we need to do your investigation. In this case, students, books. That's all we need. And the procedure. Now listen carefully, you're all going to be doing this. 1, all of you are going to choose an independent reading book. You're going to carry it with you whenever you are in the hallway going to one of your specials, going to Spanish, going to music. If your class has to stop, some teachers will say, stop at the clock and wait for me. Or sometimes you get up to Spanish and it's not quite ready to go in. And that's when we get that hallway going, because you have nothing to do, so that starts. What we want to see is, what if you open the book and started to read? Would that cut down on our hallway noise? Now, if your teacher doesn't tell you to stop at the clock, you just walk straight through, or if you get up to Spanish or music and you don't have to wait, you might not read your book at that time. So you're going to have it with you just in case. You may need it or you may not. It depends if you have to stop in the hallway. Now, we have to gather data. Good scientists gather data. So one person in the class is going to be the monitor. Your teacher will pick the monitor. And the monitor is going to keep track of each time that your class goes through the hall without 0 reminders to be quiet. That's gathering information. And then, at the end of the investigation, a scientist has to look at the data and draw some conclusions. So your class is going to have a discussion about your experience, about your investigation at the end of the day, and then you're going to draw a conclusion, which takes you right back to your question. You're going to answer your question. Can hallway noise be further reduced at Oakland? Did our hypothesis, was it correct? Was it incorrect? And what will we do with those results? That's going to be on Tuesday. Today is Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So that's coming up quick. We want to do that early in the month. Because we might want to do more with that, depending on what we find out. We're going to have our annual book swap. You will be able to bring in 1, 2, 3, or 4 books, and you can trade them for somebody else's books. Our PTA is also doing their family reading night. That is, I think, the 2nd Wednesday in March. And in the middle of March, we're going to have another assembly. We're all going to come back here together. We're going to talk about how we're doing on our DNA strand. And on that day, we want you to dress up as a book character. So I want you to start thinking. Think about some of the characters in books that you love. And can you pull some things together, some clothing, to make you look like that character? I especially like this very creative one. This is the 3 Little Pigs. This is the brick house. This is wood house and the hay house. So you can be very creative in thinking about a book character that you want to dress up as. And we want you to get charged up with some reading enthusiasm at home by participating in 2 home reading activities. I call them read-tivities. It's an invasion of the read bots. I would like you, if you can, to make a read bot at home. I have one read bot right here for an example. And my lovely daughter, who's a 3rd grader, wanted to join in, so she made a mini read bot. We wanted to show you how you could just find stuff around the house. This is a bathroom cup, a medicine box, pipe cleaners. We had some foam blocks we weren't using, so we glued those together for legs. And notice it's wearing a sign that says, I love reading. Your read bot needs to advertise books and reading. As soon as you make your read bot, whenever you do it, you can bring it in and we're going to display them in the Media Center. Which, if you think about it, the Media Center really is a story laboratory because that's where all our books are. So we're going to put our read bots, then we invade our story laboratory, the Media Center.